Okay, what? You really want me to get my cell phone?
Yeah.
So you want me to find a text message that somebody actually sent me?
Oh. So I guess my son asking me because I have to pick up my grandkids to go to church. So one of my children text me and they say, "Good morning, Mom. Are you still planning to go to church with the kids?" And I say, "Yes. Please make sure they have breakfast because I'm not feeding nobody this morning." He tells me I'll have them fed and they'll be ready around 9. So I give him a kiss, I give him a wave, and I give him a smile. And I let him know that I'll be a little late. And he let me know what the kids are eating, that they're having cereal and toast. And so I let him know that we'll be late after church because I'm going to be taking them to McDonald's. And then I wondered, is that why they want to go to church with me? He's telling me to have a great time with them and no. Then at the very end, he lets me know that the children were in a wonderful mood when they left a few minutes ago, which is to go back home with their mother. And he says to me, "Thanks for that." And he says, "Thanks for that, Mom," with a smiley face with kisses all over it. And I said, "Awesome." And I let him know that I'm prepared for his other daughter to come up and stay the summer with me. And I'm talking to her mom to make sure that can happen. So they will be staying with me perfectly this summer.
Yeah. We're just going back in the conversations. We're literally going through hotel rooms. When there is a convention, a Narcotics Anonymous convention, almost every hotel room, motel room in the vicinity is taken. So I've got a friend that has checked them all out. And she has sent me a message, already booked. She sent me the receipt. And we'll spend 2 nights there in Pendleton, Oregon next weekend. We take care of each other. When one of us is hurting, we're all hurting. We pull together.
Oh, like this? Oh, okay. So, I remember I used to not only call him directly on phone, but, we would text each other sometimes. So, I used to call up Dean at a moment's notice. I would text him to let him know that I needed to talk to him, and he was always there for me. And on one such occasion, when I was going, I was doubting whether I was actually improving, whether I was on the right path, or am I regressing into my recurring patterns of, my thinking and my limited sort of, mindset, right? So he texted me this one morning and he said, "Hey, I just wanted to say how much I have admired your incredible journey from where I saw you in your life at Tours around the fire late last year." So Dean is referring to a circle we had around the fire out in at Tours' house, where I just went there and told the men that I'm experiencing extreme shame in even being alive. And I was experiencing shame of even getting a second encounter with depression and anxiety. So here Dean is saying, I've admired your incredible journey from where I saw you in your life at Tours around the fire late last year, and your transformation to the insightful, powerful man I see emerging. I am intrigued by what you have been studying, and if there isn't something I could learn from you, do you think we could make some time to have a phone conversation soon? So here's a man like Dean, who I judge, is sort of advanced compared to me, has had to deal with much more in his life, but he thinks that I actually have something to offer to him, right? So a simple text message like this reminds me that I do have something, I have some wisdom to share. I have gone through a lot, and I am a resource now to anybody who is dealing with a challenge in their own lives.
Oh, well, here's one where my friend and I, we were texting about my son being out using drugs, and how I think that a lot of his mental health issues is a result of me using meth while I was pregnant with him. And I reached out to my friend, and so we started talking, and she shared with me that she also, one of her sons has some, speech delay and things like that. And, she often blames herself for his issues, his speech and stuff like that, because of her addiction, because she had used a little bit for 1 second, just a little relapse while she was pregnant. And so we were able to find community and support within each other. And I felt like I was heard and I was understood and reminded that I'm not a bad mom, and that these things happened, but it's not who I am. It's not what defines me as a mom.
So let me take out my phone and I will share a text message that I got from my fiance. She'll probably kill me for this, but so she says, I need you to know I will love you when things are hard, when things are easy. If you have nothing or if you have everything, you have someone who wants you for you. I know how valuable you are. And that text message was just like, it brought me back to when my dad, my uncle, who was like a father to me, told me no matter what, like, I'm gonna ride this journey with you. And that for me was the ultimate thing that kept me where I am and keeps me going, knowing that I'm not alone.